Hello folks, well we've got a fair bit of plastering done now. You see the ceiling is drying out really nicely now. Delighted how that came out. I'm not worrying about the utility room for now, that's a different thing now. So this area, which is a kind of kitchen, dining area, back wall plastered, ceiling plastered, front wall's all got to be done in one go, so that's going to be done later. That wall can't be done until I get the LED light sorted out behind that plasterboard. And this ceiling is part of that, so that can't be done until I've built the wall through here that will section off the living room. So that is going to run through on that line there, 100mm off of the doorway. And this is a plan we've had for a long time because on the original drawing, when the architects first drew this up, which was before we bought the place, there was a planning permission in place with a different design, and that design had the kitchen at this end and it was all open plan. We decided to change that and put the kitchen over there and leave this as a living room, but we had the idea that it'd still be nice to keep it open plan. Although it would have been handy as a spare room, you know, we could have put a sofa bed type thing in there. Oh dear. Especially as at the time my mum was coming up every once in a while to stay, but she can't do that anymore. But even so, it'd be nice to have a spare room. So I thought the way to get the best of both worlds, have a room that you could shut off as a bedroom or leave it open plan, was to have a really big door just here. So the plan is that I'm going to build the wall only as far as that edge of that wall, the bathroom wall, which is slightly bigger than half the distance across. And then this part here will be a door that will slide into that wall completely. So when the door is open as such, it'll be hidden in this wall, and this side will all be open plan. And then when we want to shut the room off, door will slide out of that wall across to there, shut it off. Originally I thought we could maybe make that door on the inside into some kind of bookcase, but we just haven't got the depth to do that. Instead what I'm going to do today is put the wall up through here, the first part of the stud wall. Then there'll be a track that goes right the way through that the door can sit on. And then I'm going to build a unit over here, like a media unit with some cupboards at the bottom, TV and various compartments. And then that will come up and create the other side of the wall with the gap in between for the door to slide into. So we did a dump run today and been to the builder's merchants, got a load of 3x2 for this wall, because every little bit of space we can get in that room counts. So rather than using 4x2, we're using 3x2. And because of that, I'm going to put it all on 400 centres instead of 600 centres. And I'm going to put 3 lots of dwangs in. So I want that wall to be, even though it's made out of pretty skinny timber, still needs to be pretty, robust. So that's what I'm working on next. Going to get this, won't take long. The only other issue I've got, of course, is I can't fix to the floor. Can't drill the base plate into the floor because of the underfloor heating. So I think what I'll do is I'll cut all the studs tight, and then I'll put some adhesive, like a silicone type adhesive underneath the bottom plate, and then that will grab the concrete, and that'll be fine. Next job. And then I can get that wall plasterboarded, which means all of this can then be plastered. And I'm really pleased the plastering hasn't taken that long, really. I've only had 5 days at it so far, and I reckon I've got another 2 days once this is all up, and we'll be done. So that's pretty cool. Right, and crack on. camera.
Sorry, didn't know you were filming. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting.
Oh.
Nice!
Pretty sturdy for a 3x2.
Oh my gosh, we've got a lounge!
Hello folks, had another good plastering session yesterday. Well, the last 2 days actually. And the wall that that was the last bit of footage I think that we did, is all plastered. That one there, along with the ceiling, right through. And this wall, the bathroom wall, strip up there that never got done because it was part of the bottom wall. So this is the wall that the stairs are going to go up. Have a good tidy up, move things out of the way, all the MDF piled up over there now. So at the moment I'm forgetting about the utility room. I'm going to treat that as a separate entity. So all we've got left to do downstairs now is this front wall, plastering anyway. And the bathroom, I'm treating the bathroom as separate as well. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm going to get this front wall plastered, and then that's, well, then I'm ready. I think I'm ready to paint. Once the paint's done, I'm looking at getting the floor down, the floor covering on. So things are moving ahead quite quickly at the moment. Amazing what difference it makes when you're plastering. You can make a big difference really quick. So yeah, last bit of plastering to do. Here's this front wall. Hello folks, it's the 2nd of February today, and yesterday was spent just tidying up, mostly making room downstairs and upstairs. Upstairs completely clear, ready to start painting again, which is pretty exciting. I've finished rubbing down all the little bits of filler upstairs, so that's ready to take another coat of paint now. Downstairs, I have to tell you, it's 18 degrees in the barn today. It is just so nice. We've learnt a lot about the log boiler over the last few weeks since the videos that we did, which was our first couple of burns. Well, we've learnt lots since then, and we're really starting to understand how to light it, how to keep it lit, how long to burn it for, all that stuff. And there's all sorts of little things that we can do to improve it. So really at the moment it's performing the worst it's going to while we've got it, if you know what I mean, because we've not got completely dry wood yet. We've got wood drying, so by the time we're using it all the time, we will have dry wood. But it means with the lovely warmth in here, all the plaster's dry downstairs now. Well, I say it's all dry, as that was only done 2 days ago, so there's still a little bit of the thicker stuff still a bit wet up there, but it's all looking really good. And so I'm gonna start painting today. I think I've got a lot of masking up to do, make sure there's no paint getting on windows, etc. And I I'm going to do upstairs first. I'm not going to paint the whole thing. I'm just going to paint where the patches are, where there's been filler or marks or whatever, because it's got a really good coat on, and then I'll get the colour on rather than waste another coat of white. Hello folks, well I've started spraying and I haven't recorded anything yet because it's quite hard to get the camera somewhere where it's not going to get paint on it. But so I've done sort of a little hallway outside the bathroom and the wall along where the stairs are going. I finished touching up upstairs, so I'm going to try and do this front wall. I'm getting low on paint now, but I think I've just got enough to do the front wall. It's been way easier this time. I've thinned the paint right down from what I did the first time. I had about 14 litres of paint, and I added about 2 litres of water, mixed it really thoroughly, and seems to have worked a treat. So I'm just going to get my mask. I kind of suggest you can thin emulsion 10 to 20% with water. So 2 litres in 14 is probably, I don't know, I haven't worked it out, but it's going to be around about 15%. So I'm very happy. Well, that's gone. Here we go. Well, there we go. Just had enough to get this front wall coated. Well, I tell you what, that little paint sprayer is just unbelievable. I've never used one before. Well, until I did a bit upstairs, but it's the first one I've bought. It was only, I think it was about 200 quid at a Screwfix. And I reckon in total, this downstairs so far, which is this long front wall, that bathroom wall, this ceiling in the hallway, and then around this hallway, I reckon that's taken me half an hour. I mean, you'd be at it for hours and hours with a roller, and it's such a flat finish. I'm absolutely delighted with that. Out of paint now though, so it's going to be a run to the paint shop in Dumbarton tomorrow and get some more white. We're going to coat everything in white just as seal everything off. And then we've bought a colour called Pale Nutmeg, and we're going to do the little bedroom first upstairs just to see whether we like the colour. And we're thinking about doing everything, not walls, but do the ceilings in the same colour as well, a nice warm colour. Give it I mean, this looks great, but it looks really clinical, white. And we don't really want that. We want a cottage feel in here, barn feel. So we'll get some of that tomorrow, and then I'll get the rest of this sprayed up. Ooh, get the rest of this sprayed up. Looking forward to doing this living room up into the vaulted area and get this tower out of the way, and then get a sense of the height in that room. It's a great point to have got to in the build, where you're starting to see finished walls. Yeah, really good. So that's it for today, I think. We're being rewarded with a roast dinner tonight. Lily's such an excellent cook, and yeah, roast dinner to look forward to. So I'm going to get cleaned up, and then we'll head off early in the morning. Or maybe Lindsay will go on her own, I think. I'll get on with more prep in here, and then we'll get more paint and carry on. Well, shows you how quick you can do that. I mean, I guess we can time it from the video, but that wasn't many minutes, was it? It's funny, it always looks like there's vertical stripes in it at this point, as you can see on the video, but when that dries, they just disappear. Tell you what, I don't think I'm ever touching a paint roller again. This is brilliant. So, just got to move a few things around, get them doors out of the way that are up there, and do the ceiling. Easy as that. And the brilliant thing is how flat the finish is. It's unbelievable. Yeah. It's not very good light around here at the moment with all the windows masked up, but I wish I could find some way of showing you how flat that is. Quite amazing. Anyway, I'm going to carry on. Hello folks, well it's Monday morning again. Those Mondays keep coming round. I think it's the 9th of February today. Been really busy, had a really busy weekend. Got everything painted now. Two coats of the top colour, which is pale nutmeg. I guess you're going to struggle to pick that up accurately on the camera, but it's done, it's painted, and it looks great. I'm looking forward to getting this tower down. I might even do it today. I know I've got to do work up the top again, but I might just get it down, and just because I want to find out what the space feels like. Yeah, it's really nice. It's hard to film. I've not filmed very much of it, the odd bit here and there. Hard to film when you're spraying, keeping the camera clean, getting a decent perspective on what you're doing. But delighted with how it's come out. And then last night I couldn't resist putting a couple of lights in. Suddenly feels like you've got, feels like you're getting close when you see lights going in. So I put them in, but I also put a couple of sockets on upstairs. They're not, obviously not powered up yet, but they're wired in. So there you go. And I've now got the wonderful task of getting all of this edge off, all the masking. I couldn't use proper masking tape; it wouldn't stick. So I ended up, you remember, I ended up using foil tape, which has come off pretty well actually, but it is a fiddle. So I've got that to do. I'll probably do that a bit at a time here and there. Otherwise, I'm going to get dreadfully bored trying to do it. So there we go. You can see the colour on there. It doesn't look like we've done much colour-wise, but that's the original white undercoat. But it's taken a bit longer to dry up here. It's a bit cooler up here. See these patches? Yeah, that patch there is exactly where there's a light going. So obviously, because I've cut the insulation around behind the hole for the light, that bit of the plasterboard is cooler than the rest, so it's taking longer to dry. So what I'm going to do today, I've got to refer back to my book. I've got loads of info written down about positions of lights. So I shall set a laser up that gives me a line right through the middle of that top section, the flat bit, and then I've got measurements from the end wall for all the light positions. Same in the hallway. I've got above the stairs, there's 2 lights going in there. Same thing, I've got a measurement away from that wall, one away from that wall, and I think there's two going in the bedroom as well. So that's what I'm going to get on with now. Make it feel like we're getting really close when we're not. There's still so much work to do. There you go. Certainly a lot less than there was.